And now for our next news special report.
Tonight we unveil a story that's leaving jaws on the floor across the nation. A Silicon Valley billionaire's confession has lit a fuse, and you won't believe what he's admitting about President Trump. And for those who've been glued to the mainstream narratives, this might just be the most unexpected twist of this year. This isn't just another opinion, it's a game changer. And believe me, you don't want to miss our final thoughts on this, so stay tuned. The landscape of American politics is vast, intricate, and often seething with passionate division. One particular figure who's intensified this division thanks to biased reporting from the mainstream media is former President Donald Trump. However, the ongoing narrative surrounding him is taking a surprising turn, especially with a recent input from an unexpected source. The billionaire venture capitalist and noted Democrat voter Chamath Palihapitiya, is causing ripples in the political discourse following his appearance on the All In podcast. He acknowledges voting for both Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, but is now reevaluating the political landscape with fresh eyes. To put things into perspective, Chamath isn't just any billionaire. He has a reported net worth of over $1 billion. His journey from being an immigrant kid from Sri Lanka to becoming one of the most successful figures in Silicon Valley is nothing short of impressive. As a former senior executive at Facebook and now the CEO of Social Capital, Palihapitiya has been at the forefront of technology-driven change in the global market. His opinions carry weight, not just because of his wealth, but because of his track record in predicting and driving trends in both tech and finance. Given his immense influence, it's all the more startling when he confesses that he was wrong about Trump. More specifically, he admits that Trump derangement syndrome has arguably wreaked more havoc than Trump's own policies. Take a look.
Democrat who has been left homeless, who is now definitely in the center, but probably leaning increasingly right. I'm left yet again with an appreciation, despite the messenger of the message of the Trump administration, because what those guys did was pretty incredible in hindsight. These Abraham Accords, the accords with Israel and the GCC, the almost accord between Israel and Saudi, to really be able to find a long-lasting peace is just a real example for the world. And those guys did a lot of really good work. And
it's a miracle, actually, when you look at it. What they did, despite the fact, listen, I'm no fan of Trump, and I am too homeless.
But this is where,
but can I say this? But if you want to objectively look at what they did, it was good work. It was great work.
You have to. And in fact, this is a moment where you have to start to re-underwrite, is your, not you, Jason, but I'm just saying collectively, is one's Trump derangement syndrome causing more damage than anything that Trump could have actually done? And I think the answer is yes, because it's now causing us to not see that good work and then embrace and extend it. So much of the work that happened in that administration turns out to have been right. And that's what's so frustrating for me. The work on the border wall. We didn't like the messenger, so we killed the message. Turned out it was right. Issuing long-term debt to refinance when rates were at zero. We didn't like the messenger, so we killed the message. A structural peace in the Middle East. We didn't like the messenger, so we killed the message. When are we going to stop shooting ourselves in the foot? And when are we going to actually see and take the time to look past who is saying things and actually listen to them word for word? He did a pretty good job. He was a pretty good president.
Don't forget that he tried to overturn the election and steal the election.
I voted for Hillary Clinton. I voted for Joe Biden. But this is the honest assessment. The guy did, for the things that he was supposed to do, a good job. And for where every other president found a way to, frankly, make our situation a little bit worse, specifically around wars, he did not do that. And that is a huge accomplishment that I think needs to be acknowledged.
And he would have ripped up the Constitution in two.
Yeah, he would not have. But Chamath's words are a mirror for introspection. He's asking society, especially those in the mainstream media, to differentiate between the man Trump and Trump's policies. While one might have reservations about Trump's demeanor or his style of leadership, Chamath draws our attention to the fact that Many of Trump's policies had a tangible, positive impact, be it the Abraham Accords that ushered in a new era of peace in the historically tumultuous Middle East, or the economic strategies that saw America gain more economic resilience. These policies and achievements, as per Chamath, shouldn't be lost amidst the chaos of personal biases. And consider the Abraham Accords. These were groundbreaking peace agreements between Israel and multiple Arab nations, a significant diplomatic victory that has the potential to reshape geopolitics in the region for decades to come. And then there's Trump's policy on refraining from entering into new wars, a departure from many of his predecessors. However, as Chamath astutely points out, the vitriolic syndrome associated with Trump's name often prevents these achievements from being viewed objectively. The syndrome, it seems, blinded many from the merits of actions that under any other administration might have been lauded. It's essential to wonder, in light of Chamath's revelation, whether personal bias is overshadowing objective assessment in politics. Are individual opinions about the person clouding the bigger picture? Politics is, or at least should be, about the betterment of a nation. Should we let personal feelings about a leader prevent us from recognizing the merit in their decisions? Chamath's stance is almost a plea for clarity, for discernment, and for credit where credit is due. Already his words are prompting others to come forward, admitting their misjudgment, or at least acknowledging the need for a reevaluation. It's fascinating to see a change in dialogue from dismissing all of Trump's policies outright due to personal disdain to understanding that actions often speak louder than words. That results, in many instances, should outweigh the rhetoric. This wave of reflection is not just a turning point in understanding Trump's legacy, but also a lesson in the dangers of letting bias influence objective reasoning. As a dialogue around politics remains unpredictable, there's one aspect of life where predictability and preparedness are paramount. Now, navigating the world's uncertainties, whether political, economic, or natural crisis, is much like navigating the unexpected shifts in politics. We can't predict every twist and turn, but we can be ready. My Patriot Supply is offering a 25% discount on a 3-month emergency food kit. Ensure your loved ones are protected. 1 kit per person is recommended. This limited time offer is crucial for these uncertain times, so head to preparewithgary.com for your 25% discount. It's always better to be prepared than caught off guard. And what Chamath's perspective truly emphasizes is the need for a discerning eye in politics, to evaluate policies and actions irrespective of personal feelings towards the individual enacting them. It's a call to prioritize the nation's well-being over personal biases. A nation's progress should always supersede individual opinions, and perhaps it's time to truly embrace this ethos. Ladies and gentlemen, Palihapiya's statements are more than just a billionaire's opinion. They symbolize a broader essential lesson for our republic. In our quest for a better nation, we must ensure that we're not blinded by prejudice against any messenger, be it Trump or anyone else. True progress demands evaluating ideas on their own merits, not based on personal biases. And as this narrative unfolds, remember this: America's strength lies not in our sameness, but in our ability to recognize truth, even if it comes from unexpected quarters. Good night, and may God bless our great republic. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.